Hey, Sean. Okay, so it's evaluation day, and I've got your watch here. So let's talk about the things. Normally, I would have this out and running on my time grapher. I'm not going to get your watch running. Here's why. If we look at your watch carefully, well, one, we can see that it's original, but two, it's had some minor moisture intrusion. Well, it's had moisture intrusion. I don't know if I want to call it minor, but it's had some moisture intrusion. Let me pick this up. Oh, would you stop it? I think you've got some corrosion underneath your Paul lever here, and it's holding this in a different direction. But anyway, we see this here. We've got water snuck in through one of the buttons of the crown, and it started wicking around here. And we've got corrosion on top of this, corrosion on top of your bridge, corrosion over here. Now, I've seen far worse. This is serious, but I've seen far worse. I don't know. Let me look at that balance if that's free. Yeah, your balance is free. The adjustment arms are where they need to be. This looks like an original watch to me that was worn carelessly past the point that the seals were effective, and so we ran into, damn it, we ran into this situation where now we have water inside, or had water inside. I've brought back worse. I don't know. The only thing about water like this is that it doesn't just do this kind of damage. It gets into small areas with really tight clearances, and it can do damage there too. I don't want to mess with this in terms of right now. I don't want to get it running. I have hope. I think we can bring it back, and it is, it's a true Pogue. It's a true Pogue. It's worth bringing back. The loom is damaged from the moisture, so if this were my watch, I would definitely reloom it. I would probably use my Vintaloom, which mimics vintage old loom, because it looks a little nicer. But we could go with a glowing loom too, because then you could read it at night. But your stem is intact. Obviously, you've got a deal wheel problem. There's probably water that wicked its way into the calendar side that I'll probably find. Your minute counter hand is stuck over here. It's underneath, you can see it right there. It's between the indicator ring and the side of the case. This hand is decent. The dial has some of the aging elements that we see with these gold dials, but it's a true Pogue. It's a 6139 6005 resist. It's a really early one too. It was made in February 1971, the first month they were made. This will look much better after it's restored. We can definitely do it. It's worth the investment. This is one of the ones that, they're super hot. Everybody wants these now. So, and this is a family watch. So, it's worthy of investment to bring this one in and to get it done if you want to make that investment. I wish I could get it running. There are going to be some question marks about the watch because I can't get it running. I don't know if the chronograph wheel is good. I don't know what's going on. I have some hope here because the sweep hand here stopped at 58, and that usually is when the watch runs down. At 58 is when it starts trying to push this minute counter hand over, and it stops right there. So a sweep hand stopped here. That's a good sign. So let's hope. I just don't know what damage the moisture has done, so we'll need to talk about that. Best and worst case scenarios. It's up to you. I wouldn't have any hesitation about getting into it at all, but I have no idea what we're going to find when I get in there. It could be minor. It could be destroyed. But even if it's destroyed, we can talk about replacing the movement. That's a larger investment, of course, but we could certainly do it. It's a true Pogue. I'll be very curious to see what we find in here. I guess the things you need to think about are what your budget is, what your cap is for work on this, whether you want it cosmetically restored to have the loom redone, which is what I would do. It's definitely going to need everything, more than everything. Okay, you let me know. Okay, and I'm glad that you sent this in, and I'm hoping that we can help you bring this back. Okay, talk to you later.